Capturing the magic of fireworks in a photograph can seem daunting, especially for beginners. But with the right approach, you can freeze these fleeting explosions of color and light into breathtaking images. The key to success begins well before the first burst lights up the night sky. Preparation is everything. Start by selecting the right gear. A camera with manual mode, whether it's a DSLR, mirrorless, or an advanced point-and-shoot, will give you crucial control over your settings. Since fireworks photography relies on long exposures to capture those sweeping light trails, a sturdy tripod is essential to keep your camera steady. Pair this with a remote shutter release, or use your camera's self-timer to avoid introducing any movement that could blur your image. Choose a versatile zoom lens, such as an 18 to 55 mm or 24 to 70 mm, to adapt to different perspectives. If you're looking to capture the full spectacle, a wide-angle lens is ideal, while a telephoto lens can help you zoom in on intricate details. Don't forget the practical extras: extra batteries, plenty of memory cards, a flashlight for adjusting settings in the dark, and a lens cloth to keep your gear clean. Arriving early to scout your location sets you up for success. Look for a spot with a clear view of the sky, ideally upwind from where the fireworks will launch, so smoke doesn't cloud your shots. Research the site in advance to find interesting foreground elements: a city skyline, a reflective lake, or even a crowd of spectators that can add depth and context to your photos. Avoid the most crowded areas to minimize the risk of your tripod being bumped, and always check the weather. While clear skies are best, a little cloud cover can add drama to your images. When it comes to camera settings, manual mode is your best friend. Set your ISO low, around 100 or 200, to keep image noise at bay, as the fireworks themselves provide plenty of brightness. Choose an aperture between f8 and f16. This will keep both the bursts and any foreground elements sharp and help create beautiful starburst effects. For shutter speed, long exposures are key. Start with 2 to 4 seconds for single bursts and extend to 6 to 8 seconds to capture multiple overlapping bursts or longer trails. If your camera has a bulb mode, use it to control the exposure length precisely. Press to start as a firework launches and release after the burst fades. Focusing can be tricky in the dark, so switch to manual focus. Pre-focus on a distant object or set your lens to infinity, then fine-tune by taking test shots. Set your white balance to daylight or auto to preserve the fireworks' vibrant colors. Steer clear of tungsten or fluorescent settings, which can distort hues. If your lens or camera has image stabilization, turn it off when using a tripod, as it can introduce blur. Shooting in RAW format gives you greater flexibility in post-processing. Composition is where your creativity shines. Include interesting foregrounds, like landmarks, water, or silhouettes of the crowd, for a sense of place. Use the rule of thirds to balance your frame and experiment with both wide and tight shots to capture the grandeur and detail of the display. Don't overcrowd your frame with too many bursts. Often, 1 to 3 per exposure creates the most striking images. Try both landscape and portrait orientations, and if you're near water, capture the reflections for added drama. Timing is everything. Learn to anticipate the rhythm of the show. Listen for the launch, and start your exposure just before the burst blooms. Experiment with different exposure lengths and shoot throughout the show, from the smoke-free early bursts to the grand finale's flurry. After the show, post-processing can elevate your images, adjust exposure and contrast to make the fireworks pop against the night sky, fine-tune color balance, apply gentle noise reduction, and sharpen details. Don't be afraid to crop or straighten your shots for a stronger composition. With patience, practice, and a willingness to experiment, you'll soon master the art of fireworks photography, capturing vibrant, dynamic images that are as dazzling as the real thing.